thanks for taking time. Not only could what I'm going to teach you save your life, but maybe it could potentially save someone that you love. So thank you for taking time out of your day to be here. My goals basically is for you to leave feeling more confident. Any question that you have, I want to answer it for you. And then I will also leave the last couple minutes at the very end for any questions that you have. All right. Okay, so we're all facing forward right now. Okay? And I want you to stand with your feet parallel. Okay? So if you were to take a step backwards, what foot naturally is going to go backwards? Okay? So if your feet are shoulder width apart and I come over to Amy and I give her a little push, whatever foot stands back, step back with a leg, that would be her natural. She's like, what? It's like Matrix. She's going to step back with that leg. Okay? So whatever you naturally step back with, that's what you're going to have right now. Okay, this is your ready stance. So one foot's in front of the other. Okay, our ready stance is our hands are up. Okay, and we look passive right now. We're not like this, because this means, oh, I'm going to fight you, right? And that's not what we're doing. Right now, we're feeling threatened. Okay, somebody has come over, something, my spidey senses tell me that something's not right. Always, remember, your intuition is a very, very powerful tool that we have, okay? If something doesn't feel right, it's not right. And don't just go, oh, well, I don't want to make a scene, or, oh, I don't want to draw attention. No, it's there for a reason, okay? I don't know of one person that said, oh, I had no idea that person was going to come at me. No, it was like something felt weird, okay? So one foot's in front of the other and the hands are up. The reason why my hands are here and they're not here is because it's quicker to get to my target. Right? But this doesn't look threatening. So this is our ready stance. Okay? Something's not feeling right. We're going to do an open palm strike. Okay? Our hands are going to be together and we're aiming right for the computer. And when I talk about computer, I'm talking about the face. Okay? So computer is always head. You might have like a little, 4-year-old and they're like, oh, Auntie Amy. And then all of a sudden you get hit in the nose on accident and you're like, oh my gosh, and they barely touched you, right? So this, not so much. This, is going to make a difference, okay? So an open palm strike is going right to the person's face, okay? So whatever stance you're in, your hands are up from this position, and you're just going to reach out and put your hand out. Fingers are together, and then bring it back. And again, hand is out, and you come back again, okay? Now you're going to do 2 of those. So you're going to do lead hand, because it's closest to the person, and then rear hand, okay? And again, 1, 2. So 1, 2, and then bring it back. And again, open palm, 1, 2. Good, okay? The reason why I say fingers together is sometimes if your fingers are out, they can get caught on different things, whether it's an ear or it's a clothing or something like that. So fingertips are together, okay? Open palm strikes. Okay, the next thing we're going to talk about is a snapping toe kick. And this is not a power kick, okay? Snapping toe kick is done on the top of the foot and it's right to the groin, all right? Whatever leg is in front, you're lifting it straight up, and you're putting it right back down again, okay? There's no chamber because then the person would see it coming. So I'm in a passive position, person comes towards me, snapping toe right to the groin, followed by an open palm, okay? So right now, a snapping toe, my weight's on my back leg, my hands are here, they're coming a little closer, we're just gonna go real slow, lifting our foot up and down. And again, lifting up and down, okay? So let's say if I completely miss. Guys have been protecting their growing ever since they were like 5, right? And women, we're not just going to stand there either. I mean, that's a natural reaction, right? So if somebody does that and our hands drop, even if we don't kick a target, their hands are down, what's open? Face, right? So on the body opponent bag, which stands for Bob, we're going to practice a groin strike and then up to the face so you can actually hit the target, okay? So what I want you to do is find a partner and stand across from them. Okay, so I'm going to show you how to hold on to this pad. May I use yours for a sec?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay, so you're going to stick your hand through this pad, like so, and you're going to hold on to this little strip right there, okay? And I call this my backup mic. So I'm holding it like so, okay? Do not hold it right in front of the face, because when they do an open palm strike, if Jose does an open palm and I'm like this and he hits it, why are you hitting yourself? Why are you hitting yourself, right? So I want to be out here nice and strong. Okay, ready, go. So open palm strikes right to that pad. Okay, so when the person is holding a target for you, where do we get our power from? We're getting it from our hips, okay? So as you're doing that, my back hip is the one that's pushing through the target. Right now, I'm not asking you to take your partner's head off, okay? But when I'm pushing through, I'm pushing 1, 2, okay? And I'm getting that power through my hip, right? Maybe it's totally sloppy and I don't even get her nose, I get her head and I smack the top of her. I don't care. It's something that's going to buy you time, okay? All right, hand the pad over. Okay, so we are not warmed up, but you're not necessarily going to be warmed up in a self-defense situation, right? So you're going to start really, really low. So the person's going to hold the target. Normally it'd be at growing height, but we're going to go even lower, okay? You're going to have your weight on that back foot. You lift your toe up and down. It's just a little smack. It doesn't have to be fast right now. Yeah. Yep, lead leg. So pointing the toe, and it's a fast kick. There we go. Okay, so now we're going to put that together. Okay, so my attacker is coming over, and also Tessa will be my attacker again. Okay, so she now I am feeling uncomfortable. Okay, she maybe is screaming at me that I cut her off, or maybe she's having a really bad day and she wants to take it out on me. Okay. So all of a sudden, my intuition goes, this doesn't feel good. My hands are now up, and I am ready. And all I'm thinking, she's kind of white noise to me. All I am thinking is, you just make one little move, and my foot is coming straight up, okay? Because what happens is if this attacker gets a hold of me, throws me to the ground, stomps on my head, I'm done, okay? This is now, I am ready to go, okay? This isn't, we're not playing around, okay? So I feel threatened. She comes towards me. Whoa, that's supposed to be a snapping toe. And then I would follow it up with an open palm, right? Then would I get the heck out of here? Oh yeah, I'm gone. I am not being like, oh yeah, I feel good. No, I am like, 911, somebody help, this person just attacked me. All right. Okay, so just to recap, so far we have done our snapping toe kick, okay, going to the growing, and that is called a long range kick. So my tool, if the person is further away from me, would be a snapping toe. Once I am getting in closer, now I have my other tools, okay? When I am closer, now we're going to get into elbows and knees, all right? So let's all face forward. We're going to go ahead and get into that comfortable stance, one foot in front of the other, all right? And we're going to practice our elbows. Bony part, palm is facing down. My hip is my power, okay? So I'm doing an elbow strike, and I'm doing an elbow strike, okay? So I'm twisting at the hips, all right? Yes, so I want you just to do a couple of those. So palm is facing down, elbows. Okay, so this is what it would look like in real life. Maybe I come in, I grab in the side of the head, elbowing, okay? Elbowing. It's not okay? Okay, so we are grabbing so their head can't move, and I am just, whatever I need to do, okay, to defend myself. All right, so now what we're going to do is we're going to do those elbow strikes with your partner, and they're just using their hands, and this is no power right now, okay? Because in a second, we are going to come walking around, right? So if Jose was my partner, I'll take that for a second, and he's going to do elbow strikes, or let's say he just puts his hands out for me, I'm just going easy, okay? Just like that. So you're going to do 10 elbows, and then they're going to do 10 elbows, all right? Okay, so now we're switching gears into knees, and I'm having my martial arts students help because there's a lot of power, okay? So when you are doing a knee, when you simulate it, typically it would be grabbing the person's shoulders or the back of the head and you're kneeing, okay? It's always done with the back leg, all right? Because that's for power. So here, I'm gonna have you grab onto their pad, whatever leg is back. It's pretty cut and dry, right? You knee and you lean back, all right? But you gotta hold on to the pad for our safety, because if not, I'm gonna hit something that I don't mean to hit, okay? Because Jose's my friend. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna put one leg back, you're gonna go knee, knee, and then you just go back in the line. Okay? All right, everybody. Ready? 2 knees and go in the back of the line. Ready, go. So grab on. 2 knees. Again. Good. Back of the line. Here we go. Grab on. Knee. Knee. Awesome. And good. Okay. Did everybody get a chance to do it twice? Okay. So right now we're pretty quiet, right? Okay. Typically, you always, on the very first strike, is a ki, and a ki is a loud shout, okay? So if I'm going to knee somebody, all right, something happened, ah! I'm going to yell, all right? What is that going to do? It's going to hopefully scare you, okay? It's hopefully going to scare your opponent, or at least startle them, right? It's going to get attention. I want everybody to know that this person's attacking me. Right? I don't want to be like, oh, okay, right? No, I want everybody to know. People don't attack other people because they want everybody to see it. No, they're trying to bully you. They're trying to take your money. They're trying to take, whatever they can from you. So you want to create a lot of noise, all right? So your very first strike is going to be a ki. Okay, this is super awkward, right? It's like, yelling. So when I say 3, we're going to practice. I'm going to go 1, 2, 3, and you're just going to yell. Is there a right or wrong? No. Could it be ice cream? It could be ice cream. It doesn't matter. Okay, so we're going to practice our test ki. As you do that, if you can, you're tightening up your belly as well. Okay, so here we go. 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay, ready, go. So open palm strikes right to that pad. So far we have done knees, we have done a couple elbows, we've done open palm strikes, all right, and a snapping toe. That's really all you need, okay? The last one I'm going to show you really quick because I want to get to the self-defense part of it is a front kick, okay? Basically you're kicking with the ball of your foot. So I'm kicking through my target, okay? So what I'd like you to do, you're going to come on up, go 1, 2. Okay, doesn't have to be fast. Doesn't have to be super hard right now. Okay, ready, first group, come on over. 2 front kicks and go to the end of the line. 1, yes, 2, nice. Good, blast me. 1, 2, good. Yeah, good. Okay, so now please go back to your original partner. Okay, we're going over a wrist grab. Typically, if somebody grabs your wrist, okay, it's not like she's going, oh wow, she looks super strong. I'm going to try to drag her into my minivan. No, okay? Typically the person who is trying to grab you and take you somewhere is going to be stronger. So if I'm doing this, they're probably going to win, right? So I got to be smart. So how can I get out of a wrist grab? Super easy. See the thumb? I step in. Boring, easy, right? Because there's no way her little thumb is stronger than my massive forearms, all right? So so somebody can grip on super hard, right? I'm going to step towards them, which is the exact opposite that you're thinking, right? Step towards them, go ahead and hold on really tight, Hannah, and I break the hold, okay? Let's say that doesn't work. And I'm like, oh, she's really strong. Oh, what do I do? Bam, right to the side of the head. Okay, so remember, what tools do I have? Okay, so really gently with your partner right now, you're going to go ahead and face them. So this is called a hand-to-hand grab, which means your right hand goes to the same side as their left. Okay? You all are going to step to, go ahead and grab her hand.
Okay, gotcha.
We are going to step in, break the hold right where the thumb and the finger meets. Okay, so wherever there is, you're going to bend your elbow and break the hold. Okay, so watch up here just for a second. So we did a hand-to-hand. So basically I look to where that thumb is, right? And I'm trying to go between the thumb and the fingers. I step in and I break it. Now you're going to go home and you're going to be like, Dad, or whatever, brother, come grab me. I'm going to get out of this. So they're going to be like, Gah! And it's probably not going to work, right? So what is it? Well, how do we soften up the target, right? We hit to the head, knee, right? Now don't do that at home, right? But just so you know, that typically can happen. So I'm stepping in and I'm going against the wrist. Let's say he does a double. He grabs onto this hand too. Same thing, I look at where the wrists are and I break the hold, okay? If that doesn't work, what tools do you have? Yes, soften up the target, right? Okay, so I'm not going to give you like, when they do this, you have to do it this way. No, it's what tools can you use, okay? So that's a basic wrist grab, all right? And it doesn't matter if it's a cross grab, okay, or it's a hand-to-hand grab. It's the same concept. You're trying to break between the thumb. If they hold you like weird, like down, like grab my wrist down, Joe, like that, same thing. Where is the thumb at? Okay? All right, what if he grabs with two hands? Uh-oh. Once again, I'm going to be like, oh, freaking out. I still have a hand. He has no hands, right? Wham, right to the side of the head. Okay? Okay, thank you, Joe. All right, so that's a typical wrist grab, okay? Now we're going to go to a choke. This can either be a choke to the throat, okay, with both hands, okay, or it can be a lapel grab, which means it's a shirt grab, okay? And where's Hannah? So I'm just going to grab Hannah for a sec. Okay, so they are choking me. Okay, when I get choked or people get choked, and Joe, I'm going to move you back just a little bit, okay? A lot of times we're like, we want our airway, and so we're like, and we're freaking out, right? This is, I'm going to kill you. This is not, hey, I'm going to punch you, and maybe I'll punch you again. This is serious, okay? So that means I'm going to get really serious. So she is choking me right now. Am I going to be able to pry it? No, I'm not going to be able to pry it off. So it's all about leverage, okay? So this is how you get out of it. Your arm comes up, and I'm going to teach this to you. You break the hold, and then elbow strike right back. Okay, so it's all about leverage. I'm not trying to muscle. Okay, so we're going to do this together. We're going to face this way. We're going to pretend that we're all being choked, and we're all facing forward. Okay, so somebody's choking us, or it can be a lapel grab, and I'll come out here a little bit more so everybody can see. Bring your right arm up. Okay, we're facing forward right now. We're going to take a step back with that left leg, and we're going to point towards that back wall. Okay, let's do that again. We're being choked. Right arm comes up. We're going to step back and point. Now, I got to warn you, this has to be aggressive, okay? Because if my attacker comes over, and I'm hesitant, and I'm like, right? It's not going to work. It is up, and I am shooting back, okay, as hard as I can. So let's do it one more time. We're facing forward. I'll show you what it looks like if someone's grabbing you. Let's bring our right arm up. Left leg steps back, and we point towards the wall. And then, of course, we want to give them a little something. So there's that elbow strike, okay? Now, we are not trained martial artists, okay? Well, I am, but you're not. So please don't get so excited and you're going to hurt your friend. Okay, so let's face our partner. And this side is going to be the one that is going to choke. Now, for some people, this is really scary. Like you're putting your hands on me, okay? So you just are very kind. And I'm barely touching, okay? So be very kind to your friend. And we're going to do it together, okay? So people with their backs to me, very nicely, choke them. Okay, we are going to do the technique. Put your right arm up. Step back with the left leg. Point that right hand backwards. Okay? And let's do it again. Choke them. Bring that right arm up. Yep, and step backwards. Okay, so this is really common that happens that you don't want to do. So if Colin chokes me, okay, I don't want to do this. I don't want to hit his go ahead and choke me. I don't want to hit his forearms, okay? It doesn't matter how tall he is. I'm still coming up and I'm stepping over. I'm going over the top. I'm not hitting here. Here's my lever. Does that make sense? Okay, all right. So let's say that didn't work, okay? And he's still choking and I'm like, now I'm freaking out. What do we do? Targets, right? Targets, targets, targets. Can I grip his ear? Right? Okay, eye rake, anything I can. Plus, then you have nice DNA underneath your fingernails, right? I've been watching too many murder things, right? Okay, so far we've done the wrist grab. We go against the wrist and the finger. We've gone over the choke or the lapel. So if Hannah comes over and she grabs onto my lapels, it's the same thing, same concept. My arm goes up and I try to break the hold. So it's the same thing, okay? Going into a bear hug. So someone comes up from behind you and grabs you. Now this isn't going to last very long. My attacker's probably going to lift me up, slam me to the ground. If you walk away with one thing, okay, it's I want you to use your voice. I want you to just go to the computer and get distance. Because if for some reason she throws me down to the ground, go ahead, throw me to the ground, okay? And now I'm on the ground, except for I've got a microphone on, so hold on, okay? I'm on the ground. I want you to hear me say to you, get up, okay? This is the worst place because now my attacker can slam her foot right in my face, right? And then there's no more Susan. So I get knocked to the ground and I am trying to kick her away from me and I'm getting up as fast as I can and get the heck out of there, okay? Okay, so the person gets you from behind, okay? We do all kinds of things. We're like, we do all this, things in martial arts, right? Okay, we've got 7 minutes left. So the person grabs you. What are my tools? I can't do a front kick, okay? I can't do an elbow. Can I do a foot stomp? Okay? Could I do a groin strike? Right? Some styles, they just drop straight down. Okay? So I want you to get creative. All right? And I'm going to show you a couple things, though, first. So we're all going to face this direction. You're going to grab me.
Oh, I am. Okay.
People in the back are going to be the grabbers. So people from behind, grab us. Okay? We are going to pretend to stomp on the foot. Pretend. Okay? Then we're going to step out and punch out. Okay? Let's try that again. They grab us. We pretend to stomp on the foot. We step out, punch out. Okay? Last one. Ready? Grabbers grab. Stomp on the foot. Step out, break the hold. Elbow strike. Elbow strike. Okay? Let me see you do it. So I have weapons in my hands and these are both fake, okay? They're both made out of plastic. One is a gun, one is a knife, okay? So years and years and years of training to be able to take away a knife or a gun. And I still would be shaking, right? Really scary. So I'm not going to teach you anything tricky except for how to distance yourself, okay? So if Hannah comes over and she has a knife, okay, and I'm minding my own business, okay, and I'm walking to my car or something like that, and I, for some reason, can't just automatically and run, which I would always do first. Let me zip this up so I don't go spreading money all over the place, okay, and I saw this weapon, okay, and maybe she just said, hey, I want your money. Take it, I'm out of here, okay? It's your choice. That would be my choice. If she says, no, I'm going to kill you or come with me, don't ever go with somebody, okay, you're pretty much a goner, then I'm going to create distance. So I'm going to swing this purse at her and I'm going to try to keep her away, okay? I am not going to be like, oh, yeah, it's go time, right? No. So what if I don't have a purse? How can I keep somebody away? Maybe do I have a briefcase? Do I have a backpack? Do I have keys? Okay? So maybe like my carabiner right here. Is this very threatening? No, but it's something, right? I'm whipping it around. It's anything. Do I have books in my hands that maybe I could, toss at them? Am I on a beach where I could throw maybe sand at them or a chair? So really it's just distance, okay? So we don't have time to necessarily practice the knife part of this, but how I teach my class, and I teach a self-defense class here and you're all welcome to take it, when that person goes through as I get back, then I come in, okay, and I'm getting as close to her as I can, and I'm just going to the computer, all right? If she is slashing me back and forth, and it's just a matter of time before I get cut. So this takes years and years of practice. So I used to teach this in my self-defense, but to be honest, you got to practice it all the time. So what I want you to remember is to create distance. And if you can't create distance, you still just go right to the face. Okay? Yeah, you might get stabbed, but instead of getting stabbed 10 times, maybe you just get stabbed once. The brain can only take about 7 punches to the head before it blacks out. Okay? So even if I'm not super effective with my punches, I'm at least going to hopefully shut her computer down. Okay? Same thing with a gun. Where did I put my gun? There it is. My attacker's so nice, she just gives it to me. Okay? Okay, so the same thing. So there was an employee here a year ago. He's out for a run. These 3 punks are walking along the trail in Bellingham. Trip. He trips. And he's a big guy. And he was like, what the, what was that about? Oh yeah, you tough guy. And they pull a gun on him, and there's 3 of them. This is downtown Bellingham on a trail. Okay, this isn't like, a seedy part of Chicago or something. All right? What do you do? Okay? 3 people, gun, right? Distance. I mean, it's your call. He doesn't have anything. He had nothing on him. He had no money. He's running. He goes, do you want my cell phone? Throw the cell phone and run. So long story short, he ended up living. He did get kicked in the face. Those 3 punks, within 15 minutes, robbed another person, and they finally caught them. Okay? But they don't want attention. So if you were to be like, she comes up here, and she trips me, and I come up, and what would I do? Oh my God, you have a gun! There's a gun! I'd start screaming. They don't want attention. Okay? Or I would try to zigzag and get out of the way. 80% of police officers about this distance are going to miss their target. There's adrenaline going. People are moving. So I don't want to just stand there. Okay? So trying to just run and get cover. Okay, the last little bit. Oh, I need more time with you. The last little bit is about active shooter here on campus. Okay? So our protocol is that you want to run. You can't run, you hide. So this is our safe zone, all right? So there's not really a lot of places to hide here. If students wanted to hide in the bleachers, sure. If they wanted to hide behind, if there was furniture in a classroom or something like that, yes, okay? So it's always run, it's hide, and then it's your choice to fight. So if someone did come through the doors, I tell, if we're in here, I have everybody go grab a 15-pound dumbbell, and you just sit with it. Someone walks through that door, it's go time, right? Here it's a little different. We have 2 exits, okay? You can't come in these doors because there's no handle. So for some to come in this way is not going to work. So they'd probably be coming in these doors. So we're hiding on this end of the gym to escape. So every classroom is different, all right? But think about when you go to the restaurant, where is your exit? Where could you hide? And I'm not teaching you to be paranoid, I'm teaching you to be aware. Okay? When you leave here, don't automatically go on your phone with your head down. Look up, see what's going on. Okay? If something looks like a gun, tell somebody. All right? We want to get out of this, like I'm in my own world, I don't want to socialize. It could be life-threatening, okay? So make sure that you're looking around and looking at people, okay? So for some of you that need to leave at 12:15, I want to honor that, but I'm going to leave the next 5 minutes open for questions. Yes?
I'm moving to Seattle next month, and and I'm in walking distance of my job, and a bunch of people told me to get rid of my lanyard, but then what you just did, because they say it could be a choking thing, they could use it against me.
Yep. Yep, so this breaks. So this is a really easy release. So unless it broke and then they were to do that, maybe. They have a good point. So like on my keys, it's called a Kubaton. And you can use it as a defense thing. So it's like this. So I walk like this, and then I could use it as a slashing weapon. I can use this end as a poking if someone grabbed me. You can probably just order them, Kubaton with a K. Yeah. So I see where they're going. I see where they're going with that. Yeah, that's a good point. I would definitely get mace.
Yeah.
They make mace and tasers now together. That's a little scary because if someone gets that, they can taser you back. And mace is sometimes a little scary too with it being so windy, but now they have gel and it sticks to the person's skin. So even if they get away, you'd be like, yeah, person who's 6 feet tall, brown hair, and has pink gel all over their face. Yeah, so that's a good one to get. So I would definitely get something like that. Yeah. Thank you everybody for taking time out of your day. Hope you walked away with something. All right.